Where's the video capture? Okay. Okay. Hello, everybody. Lewis Schaffer from the kitchen. Hello. 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 Can you hear me? Can you see me? That's the name of this program or show or stream. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Hello, everyone. Can you see me? We can hear you. We can see you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I'm not sure this. Maybe this thing should be a bit higher. A bit higher. This is not right. I want to have one of those sets that has the beautiful background. You know, they have the shelves, and one shelf is a light, another shelf is a vase, and the shelf is the books that I've written or somebody has written, and then below that is I don't know, just all sorts of stupid stuff. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome everybody to the second live stream. This is the 17th of December 2025. My friend Doug, or maybe Russ, I don't remember who said it. They listened to the show a little bit. They thought it was low. I was low energy. I was low energy at the last show. The last show. And this is 56 of the night stream. 50. Maybe I should find something maybe to put this thing on. Maybe this thing could be a bit higher. Maybe it could be higher. Or maybe I could get this thing up here like that. Maybe that's... Hold on a second. Hold on. Make this a bit higher. How about that? How about up like that? You can't see this. Maybe if I put this here. If I put this here, where can this go? Where can this go? Maybe like up like that. How about up like that? How about up like that? No. How about up like that? How about up like that? There we go. How about like that? No. No. Go like that. How about like that? Hello. Welcome. Is that all right? Can you see me? It means I'm looking here, but I should be looking up there. Is that better? Let's take a vote and see if that's... Look at my hair. I don't like... Can you see that? That doesn't look that great. Maybe I should cut my hair. I'll show you how to cut my hair. Or this is what it was. Why am I asking you people? How does that look? Does it look better this way? This way it almost looks like I'm looking right at you. How about that? I'm looking right at you. I think that's maybe the way to go. We'll go like that. Welcome to the live stream. Does anybody need... I don't even know if I'm allowed to even promote this on the air. Who knows if I'm allowed to promote this on the air? Hold on a second. Here we go. Does anybody need this? One of these. Contour Plus. That's for measuring blood sugar. 50 over there. It's probably worth 10 pounds. I ordered it, and it doesn't work. It's not the right one. Anyway. So welcome. Joe is here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in, Joe. I appreciate that very, very much. Joodle says she's going to come in. Joodle says 6 badges. I think Lewis should have an entire production team like Roman. I think I should have an entire production team. Maybe the table, the chair is not right for me. I mean, imagine if I had all that stuff. Well, when I was on GB News, I had that, and that's when people loved me. Hold on, where am I going here? This is not working. Something is wrong with this thing here. Something is wrong. Video capture. Hold on a second. This should go like that. Uh-oh, look who's here. Somebody is here. Hi. Hello, how are you? Sorry, I left the key in the door. That's, hold on a second. I don't know why that is there like that. Am I in the box? Let me just see how this thing, the chat box.
Huh?
Chat box. I'm not in the whatchamacallit.
You talking to me?
Yes.
What are you talking to me about?
I'm talking to you about the thing is overlapping. Come take a look. I know you just walked in. How was work? I know, but I'll make it so people can't see what you look like. How about like that? I guess this is the best it's going to be.
What's your problem?
Um, I think it's working now. I don't know what I
There's no
did.
problem.
There's no problem. There's no problem. Thank you for coming in so quickly. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. He's a lovely boy. My two lovely sons. Among other things, he has an entire forest living in there. Yeah, I've got a mouse, I've got ants, and I've got two wild children. Well, one is wild. One is wild. I tried using this thing. Can you see this thing here? Can you see this thing? It's made out of wood. It's made out of wood. And it's a I don't know whatever it is. It's a tripod because it's got pods. It's one pod, two pod, three pods. It's a tripod. I found it on the street. As I find everything. I don't know whether you can see this. Can you see the chair that I found? Here's the chair. You probably can't see the chair that I found. Look at that chair. Look at how great that chair is. I don't know if you can see. It's really it's a quality chair. I found it on the street. That's the second quality chair. People throw stuff out in London. Why do they throw stuff out in London? They throw stuff out in London, and I find stuff. I find so much stuff. You know, pretty much everything. Well, except the stuff that I buy at discount. I mean, why should I spend any money? Why is this making noise? Why is it making noise? Um, you can hear beep. That thing, every time I move this, it makes a noise. It didn't make a noise that time. Anyway, Mr. Cuff is here. Joe is here. Celaire is here. Joodles is back. Good to see you, Joodles. Gnome Hunter is back. Please fix the mic. Is the mic broken or is it too loud? Tell me if it's too loud or am I shouting? We've got John Van Dam is here. We're in the kitchen. Yes. Six Badges is here. Thank you. Thank you, Six Badges. Darklands is here. Joodles, I mentioned that, is here. So we've got people here. We've got all the people that we need in order to have a good time. Basically, what this show is, it's like a meeting. It's like a meeting, or it's like everybody's got a place they can call their home. What is that song? That's what this is. Now, I don't know if you can call it home, but whatever. But that's why we're here. We're here in these dark times. We got a prime minister who doesn't give a damn about the country. You know it. You know it. It's not that he's an idiot. He's not an idiot. He just doesn't care. People are going, oh my God, people don't like him. But he's been told, go do the job. Go do the job. Stockholm Syndrome's anonymous. Yes, we're in this thing together. I don't know if we're in it. We may not be in it. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? We had 44 people at the earlier show. I don't know if we can go a full 90 minutes for this show. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't that brilliant on the first show. I don't know if I have the energy. I got to go brush my hair. Should I brush my hair? I can't tell. Is that the way it should go? Oh my God, look at how I look. Can you see? Look at my eye. That stuff coming out of my eye. Lewis, have you closed the stream you got open? Is that true? Are there two streams I have open? Is that true? How come I appreciate it, Celaire, but you're the first person to actually tell me this. Let me see what I have going on over here. Um Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm in two streams. I knew that. I'm gonna have to buy a new computer. Okay. So this is the stream we're in. Okay. This is the stream. This is the stream. Who's in the other stream? This is the stream. Is this the stream? No, it's probably the other stream. Why is there two streams? Okay. One is live. Why is this one's not live? So what I do here is I go to here. I go to here. YouTube Studio. I'm trying to dilute it, whatever it is. Delete it, not even dilute it. Content. Live. Okay. Okay, here we go. Now let's go back. Sorry about this, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not that this is the quality is not that good. I got to go back up to here. I got to go back. I'm at YouTube. Is anybody typing anything? It says I've got 20 viewers on this thing. Are you typing anything? There's somebody says, hi, Cuffy, says Carolyn. Cooper. Okay. Whoops. No, that's not right. Just don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Everybody's going to do it. Everybody knows your name. Everybody's glad you came. This is the sin. Okay. So here's the chat. 9 thumbs up. Okay, we got 9 thumbs up. I'm doing 10 thumbs up. We got 18 people watching it. I'm going to restart this thing. Okay, can we okay. This is the stream. Okay, there we go for that. It's not quite working. Okay, this is the stream. There we go. I'm pretty thumbs up on the other stream. And now you want more. I want more. I want more. It's not for me, it's for you. If you want to get some new faces in here, and we're getting new faces. We had 44 people for the earlier show. I remember once we had 60. We started off, we had 60, and then we went down, and now we're going back up again. I think people are realizing the greatness of this show. I could only see one stream. That's right. This is the right stream for you to see. This is the right stream. Now I got to go into live chat, and then I've got to go into live chat here, and I've got to go here to the chat box. To the chat box. Let me just see what's going on here. There we go. Now, this chat box, unfortunately, is not big enough. Participants. Okay, they're the participants. Caroline, Celaire, Darklands, Dave, Toby, good to see you. Gnome, Joodles, but it's not wide enough. Why is it not wide enough? Let's go for this here. I don't know why it's not wide enough. Okay. Thank you. Think the Russians have hacked you, Lewis. I I don't like the Russians, and we should be possibly afraid of the Russians. Or maybe we should be thankful that the Russians might fight off the globalist Europeans. They might not be our enemy. You're frequently over 70 in July. Thank you, Jules. Thanks for bringing me down. Yeah, we were over 70. We're over 70? I think that was too many. Now we're back up to 40. It went down, and I think people are, as we're getting our steam. We're getting our steam. We started off, we were getting like 500 people watching a day. Now we're at 200 people watching a day. But it went lower than that, and I'm not promoting people watching this. I'm not saying, hey, watch this show, on record or whatever it's called, on tape. Don't. I'm not telling people to watch it because it isn't good watching it. It doesn't have enough content for someone just to maybe it does, but let them discover it themselves. That's what I have to say. Let them discover it and find how great Lewis Schaffer is. That's what it's all about. I mean, what happens when I sit here and I go, "Oh, you got to watch Lewis Schaffer. It's amazing." You got to watch Lewis Schaffer. But this is what you need to do. If it's on two streams, tell me about it. This is those things. If there's an echo, tell me about it. Let me just make sure there's no echo going on. There's no echo. Okay. Tell me. Tell me you're coming back to me. You gotta tell me you're coming back to me. You gotta tell me you're coming back to me. I don't, because right now I'm reading the thing on the side, reading the chat on the side, and it's not large enough. It's not large enough for me. Anyway, so it's all coming to an end. It's all coming to an end. I don't know what's going on here. I got this stupid McAfee thing coming on. Yeah. So hiya, peeps. Joe, hiya, Joe. Come one and come all for some late night chastisement. Am I chastising you or am I being chastised? How am I chastising you? I'm chastising the situation that we're in right now. We're waiting for Farage to come. That's basically what we're doing here. We're waiting for Farage. Knowing how it's going to go. Maybe the left are going to steal the election like they did in America. Why wouldn't they steal the election? They'll steal the election. Yo, Joe Warrior, says M. Scott, and lovely ladies of the fridge. Good to have found you, Lewis. Yes. 6 badges. They come for the comedian. They stay for the audience. Yeah, maybe that's true. It could be true. Lewis. We'll do a Schaffer raid on Dan Wooten's live stream. TMO. What does TMO mean? I don't know. 40 of us will go on the chat and spam his live chat with "We love Lewis." Rob his viewers laugh out loud. It's a funny idea, but do not do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's lost a bit of weight. I saw him the other day at that party. He knows who I am. Waiting for Farage is no better than waiting for Carney. Joodles. Interesting thing. Waiting for Farage. People had high faith in Carney, but he was a globalist. I mean, that's basically why there's no, why people are not as worked up in this country, because I think we're waiting for Farage to come. Is that true? Do you think that that's true? We're waiting for Farage. What do you think about that, Joodles? Okay. Not convinced Farage is up to the job. Neither am I. Hi, beautiful Lewis. Oh, I love when you call me beautiful, girl from Mars, because you are beautiful. Thank you, beautiful, 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 beautiful girl. Chat raids is how you do it, Lewis. You chat raid people. I wouldn't want anybody coming here to chat. And if, let's say, you had 40 people coming here saying, "Why aren't we watching so-and-so? Why aren't we watching?" Would you go? Of course you wouldn't go, because you're English people. You're not going to be told what to do. You're the most ornery group of people that there are. We could do that on various shows. Don't do that. Don't do that. They're going to blame me for that and hate me. They're going to hate me enough. What do you think Farage will do? I don't think we should rely on any Westminsterian, says Noam. Yes, probably you're right. I am currently clueless. I feel we've run out of options. Yeah, what do we do with no Nigel Farage? Farage is a snake, Jude. I've literally, Lewis, you did not listen to me, just told you what I think. Farage is a snake. He's neither interested in nor up to the job. It'll be exactly as much of a mess. The truth is, there will not be any job unless Farage, unless the job is done, there won't be a country after Keir Starmer. Or unless Farage pulls it back. It's the same way with Donald Trump. Donald Trump had to recreate America. Otherwise, there would be no. Could you imagine if that horrible, what's her name? What's the vice president's name? If she had been elected president, how bad this country would have been. How bad it would have been. You know, you think Donald Trump is a bit dim in the head. Imagine if what's her name? What is her name? Kamala Harris. Yeah. Farage is yes, maybe he is, but he's our rodent. It's the same thing with Trump. So to quote Dad's Army, we are literally doomed, Joe says. No, we're not literally doomed, but I think Farage will see, unless he actually does something, that the country won't be doomed. And he owns the party. Maybe that's what needs to be done. Like the same way Trump owns the Republican Party now. MAGA. I don't know. We have hit a dead end. He is the only path to take in search for a solution, but he won't be the end of this fiasco. But the beginning of its end, hopefully. Well, you hope he will take control. If he doesn't take control, the country is doomed. The country is, it almost seems like it's doomed now. All the businesses, I've just been watching a video about how the social media from American companies are all moving out of the city. Not out of the city, out of London. Let's call it London, not the city. Out of London. Google, they're all cutting back. Meta, TikTok, they're cutting back. Tom, just so you know, you're my girlfriend now on here, so it's all about you now. Yes, you have to take, in the Late Show, you can take Claire's place and be my girlfriend online here. You could look at me that way. We don't have the time, says Noam. What are you saying we don't have the time? We don't have the time. The fact is, we only have 4 more years for these people, not even this man, this ideology to destroy the country, And then you look at those Palestinians. It's like Palestinians are in the brain of English people. All those fake photographs of the people drowning in the flood. And they're all boys. They're always boys of the exact same age. They're not boys and men and women. They don't even allow men and women to be together. And you support that? Who here supports the idea that men and women can't be together? Who is here? Nobody is here. I'm not sure we have time to wait till the next election, the way things are going. Yeah, basically, probably don't have time to wait. Don't take me too seriously. Just back from the pub. Rare from me. Are we talking fear, doom, and gloom again? Maybe we shouldn't. We shouldn't talk fear, gloom, and doom. You've got elections in May in Wales unless they get cancelled. You can't trust the Welsh people. You can't trust them. Mr. Cuff, can you trust them to vote the right way? Is there something wrong with the mic? Sounds weird. Does it sound weird? Let me see if I've got a mic problem. Mic input. Hold on. Test the audio. Advanced audio. Why? Open. Where is it? Global settings. Source settings. Default. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I'm asking you, can you hear me? Okay. We're already down, Gnome, says Joodles, and the people fighting are being put in jail for their words. I honestly believe the job's effed. I'm grateful I'm closer to death than birth. No, you're not. No, you're not. You aren't. You are close to that, but you're not. Hang on. What did I miss? Miss Scott and Joe. I always miss the juicy bits. Have there been any juicy bits? I'm just saying we're hoping that Farage is going to do a good job. We're hoping. We're hoping. If he doesn't do a good job, we're absolutely... You know what? I mean, I didn't think Donald Trump would do a good job. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It looks like there you go. Does this sound better? Everybody, I'm asking every single one of you, Girl from Mars, MC Scott, Joe, Mr. Cuff, Vatanoi, can you hear me? Six Badges, can you hear me clearly? You know, or Plaid, how do you say it? Plaid Kimry will get in with their nation of sanctuary. Their nation of sanctuary means death to Ireland. That's what it means. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay, I can hear you clearly. Thank you very much. Okay. Things are certainly tough, but don't think all is yet lost, says Gnome. Not to get any LARPy, but they will not succeed. The truth is, communism never succeeds. And Islam, I mean, well, they're succeeding. They're succeeding, but at what price? At what price? They're going to be bankrupt. I mean, what successful Islamic country is there? Is there any Islamic country that's successful? I hope you're right, Noam. I hope I'm right. I hope you're right, too. It's like, I was talking about this today. What happens with communism? What happens when the communists take over? The country goes bankrupt and eventually they either get kicked out, either get kicked, even like a country like Russia. I mean, it got kicked out in 1990 from 1970, but they were in power for 73 years. That's a really long time. They already have succeeded. Yes, they have. It was the 90s and the 2000s when they got into councils and the government judiciary. I think it's far too late. Eventually, the money will run out. The money will run out. They give away money. Everyone's a victim. Don't worry about it. All Islamic nations that are successful are secular constitutionally. So make that of what you will. Which ones are successful? Which ones are richer than any European country? Except maybe Saudi Arabia because it's got oil or something. I don't know about you, Lewis, but I'm very happy to be getting older. Warmelian says, good to see you. Very happy to be getting older. Uglier? You're not uglier. You're more beautiful now than ever. Less healthy each day. This is sarcasm. Yeah, okay. Well, thank you for saying it's sarcasm. Yeah. I mean, I'm not happy either. I'm looking at myself. That's the thing. I look at myself for 2 or 3 hours every single day, and I'm not happy with what I see. I'm not happy. I didn't do what I wanted to do, which is to go to the tanning salon. And I should call up first. But I'm going to write it down and put a star here and never look at it again. Tanning salon. Successful Islamic nations usually just happen to have vast oil reserves. Yeah. Well, they start out that way. I mean, Dubai looks like it's done very well, but it's just a city, basically. Has it done well? I don't know. I just tried 3 times to post an anti-Starmer globalist message. Starmer, watch Prometheum updates. They are hardcore. So you weren't able to post it. I don't know about you, Lewis. So I didn't see Vatanai. I didn't see that. Can you try it again? I like the way you write globe, whatever it is. You break it up. I like that. That's maybe what we have to do. Six Badges says, so the new censorship settings don't work. I don't know if Kermit is here. Kermit, are you here? Have we set new censorship? I mean, I thought you said we shouldn't do that. Just we should be careful. Otherwise, we get a lot of crazy people coming in. Starmer wants to get back in the EU. Of course he does. Of course he does, because he's a communist. I know you don't. I know he's saying I'm not a communist. I'm not. But socialism is communism with a smiley face. And everything that we're doing now. What is Europe but communism? What is globalism but communism? I don't think he felt we ever left. Laugh out loud. Maybe we didn't. I mean, look at Boris Johnson. Horrible, horrible. He should have said basically declared war and says we're out and not worried about making people angry. But he wanted people to be happy, to think he's a funny guy. But remember that guy, Boris Johnson. Maybe that guy. Also, Mr. Cuff also had a message that didn't appear. There are no mods in place. Not even basic. No posts. Says, hold on a second. We knocked off all censorship. Is there any kind of thing on this thing that's preventing people from posting messages? I was censored on the previous stream for saying that the fat guy was repulsive. Is that okay now? Says Six Badges. Maybe we can't say the word fat. Maybe if you're going to say the word fat, we can say fat apostrophe fat asterisk T, F-A-T. How about that? Maybe we need to do that. I don't know. Can you hear me, everyone? Can everyone hear me? Well, we could read that one, says Kermit. Yeah, we can read that one. I don't know. What do we need? What do we need to do? I had 2 Oreos ice cream today. I did. Jesus Christ. Have you heard about the new anti-misogyny courses for boys as young as 11? The fact the state is putting this in is an absolute indictment of the state of the place. What is it how a state of the place? Well, there's too much misogyny going on, 11-year-olds. That's absolutely rubbish. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. Sorry, Joodles. You're saying the place is bad, there's too much misogyny? That's why the state is going to educate us? Do we want the state to educate us? I don't think we do. I don't think we want the state to educate. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to get something to clean the lens off. I found a laundry basket outside, and I'm washing it right now. Can you hear that? Maybe I should turn it off. Can you hear the laundry? The laundry. Okay, I'm gonna do the screen. Is that better? Do you think that that's better? I can't tell. I can't tell if it's better. Clean the computer a little bit. It's ridiculous that we are talking about such censorship in the UK. Shows how far we've fallen. What does it mean? What do you mean by that, Darklands? How far have we fallen? Is it a police anti-democracy, anti-openness and free speech culture coming down from the Labour Party there? Or is it because we need it? And I don't think we need it. I don't think we need this government to tell us anything. Which boys do they have to teach? Not to be absolute shockers to females. I mean, why should the state be teaching anybody? I'm against all public education systems, and I'm against any kind of this government control stuff. Where's the money going to come from? The country's going broke. And when it goes broke, won't be able to borrow any money, and we'll have to do something major. Why do we have to teach them this stuff? Parents, says Joodles. It is not we, Joodles. It's the state. What's going on here? I'm trying to get into the center of this thing. Don't move. I have a friend who will start an argument with someone who agrees with them. You are very similar, Lewis. I'm saying what the difference is. Who's mentioned that the Labor Party wants to do this thing? This is the white YouTube censorship basic. Hold on, let's get that. That just jumped on top here. And now I can. Oh, come on. What is that, Mont Blanc? This is the YouTube censorship basic settings. Nothing to do with the UK. No, this is something else. This is the Labour government wanting to teach courses on misogyny. Yes, police state Britain. Police state. I have a friend. Yes. Am I arguing with Judels? I mean, I don't know what Judels is getting at, so I don't know whether I can argue with her. I'm against all public education. So you want your children to be dumb? No, I don't want them to be educated by the state. People should pay for their own school systems. They should be given the cash. If they don't want to send their kid to school, that's their own business. Or maybe they could be taught at home. You know, I don't want my kid to be educated by some redheaded lesbian. Okay, I don't, or gay guy, or even straight guy, or a leftist guy. I don't want that to happen. I don't care about gay or not. I do care. I do care. Okay, but the education system has been taken over by, whether it's been taken over, it's being run by horrible, horrible people. I'm against it. I'm against the public education system. How about that? Who else do you know that's against the public education system? Oh my God, I'm so unlikable. We got 32 viewers though. It's very unlikable. I mean, public school is good. It's good you meet people if they're the same people as you, like the school that I went to was very good, but it was filled with all the same people as me. You know, but my son went to school over there at Peckham Harris Academy. Horrible. I mean, it wasn't even that horrible. It wasn't as bad as my wife thought it was going to be. It wasn't that bad. It's all in nonsense anyway. The government encouraged men going into females' bedrooms. How misogynistic is that? Excellent point. Excellent point that you cannot trust the government to know what it's doing. And even if they know what they're doing something to hurt people of this country. And the fact that people are seeing the difference between, this whole dialectic between, is that the right word, between men and women, I think is ridiculous. But that's an excellent point, Kermit. Carlston Trump. Who is Carlston Trump? There's no hope if you trust them. They are actors. Trump was bailed out by Rothschilds. Puppets. You know what? I don't want to hear a bad word said about Donald Trump at the present time. I just don't want to. Donald Trump is our guy. He's our guy. Let him do. Most of what he's doing is good. Also, homeschooling should be out of necessity, not because nut jobs like you want your children to hate carbs and teamwork and team world. That's for you to convey at home without jeopardizing their education. Yes, I don't want my kids educated that way. I don't want all of our kids to be educated in the same globalist, socialist, feminist, whatever world. Where's Judels? Judels isn't responding because she's probably upset that I yelled at her. Old jokes spoken by Six Badges, who is a man. I'm not gay, but some of my boyfriends' mates might be. Yes. Oh, there's Judels there. Yeah. So, can you answer the question, Judels? Who are you upset about? Taking my shoes off. Who are you upset about? And the answer for you in this instance, Lewis, should be yes, chef. Yes, chef, but I digress. I don't know what you mean by that. Some of my best friends, yeah. It's a good joke. I've told you, Lewis, you missed the messages. All right, I'll have to go back. I missed the messages. I can't see all the messages here. You try reading all these. I think I'm doing a very good job. Remember how this thing started? It was really atrocious, and now it's getting a lot better. Let me just go up here and see what Judel said. Virtue signaling country tops everything. That's a Judel's comment. I can't find it. Maybe it wasn't here. What did you say? Maybe it wasn't printed. It wasn't printed. Crack on. Never mind me. There are 35 other people here. Yes, which is great. I do appreciate that. But the fact is, I am against public education. I am against the state. And when I say the state, the government, or even the council, even the local council paying for schools, taking our tax money to educate them in their socialist, communist, feminist, globalist, team world ways. Let it be known by that. Reading this chat is like herding cats, so many threads at the same time. It needs a multitasking brain, says Six Badges. It does, and I don't have a multitasking brain. How does this screen look? Does it look all blurry? It looks really, really blurry. Everybody, go over and like the thread. We've got 33 people watching. Only 10 people have liked it. Let's take a stop and like the thing. I want to continue this rant about public education. I know you believe it's great. You've been brought up to believe, oh, our English public education is great. Our English healthcare is great. Our English this is great. It's all socialist, communist, completely unnecessary. Lewis, I'm listening right now as I entered the magical world of Christmas. Hope via Love Actually. Oh, the movie. Yeah, schmaltzy. But I don't care. I am calm and happy. Oh, that makes me happy. Joe, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Joe. She's calm and happy. Beautiful. Let's all be calm. Kermit says, I'm afraid multitasking is not Lewis's strong suit. It's not. It's not. I can barely do one thing at a time. I mean, what can I do except scream? Can you do me a favor? Can you press the like button? Let's press the like button. Let's press the like button. We've got how many viewers do we have? We got 20 likes. That's brilliant. That's actually brilliant. Okay. Make a defense for why we should send people to school. Make a defense for it. Why should we pay for people to go to school? Why should the state, why should Keir Starmer decide what we're teaching our kids? Why should even Southwark Council, these people, I live in Southwark Council, £7,700 they're sending me a bill for. To do what? I don't even know what they did. They had a guy come and they fixed my windows. That's all he did. They put new flower pots, which didn't need to be put in over there for £7,700. Southwark Council. Do we want them in control of our schools? Do we want the Church of England in control of our school? Do we want the Muslim? No, people should pay for their own schools. Don't give them any money. Just don't tax people. Lewis, you told Jules off for saying exactly what you were saying. You are so good at misunderstanding us. Probably you're right, Kvatanai. Yes, I didn't understand it. So you sit there and explain. You say, wait, slow down, Lewis. You didn't understand what I was saying. Why can't you write that? I know it's hard to write this stuff, but maybe that's what you should be saying. You know who I am. I don't understand. Hold on. I'm going to have to, I think there's a delay in watching this thing. Yes, stop me. Say, Judel should have said, I agree with you. You're not listening to me, you idiot, Lewis. And I go, oh, okay, I'm not listening to you. Do you think I want to hurt my relationship with Judels? She's a very dangerous person. I was going to say woman. She's dangerous for men and women. She is. On a map, I can find places outside of the U.S. The English state education system certainly seems better than public education system in the United States. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. There's 50 education systems in the USA. Every local school is semi-independent. Local school here. how independent are the local schools? I'm not sure it is. The education system was fine, trained people, teachers, to teach children to have a reasonable society. How can the state know what the next thing is going to be? These are not people, they are bureaucrats, Joodles. Okay? Exactly as Noam says, it has been politicized, but it's a great idea in principle. Maybe it is, but it's bad. It's socialism in principle. It's communism in principle. The fact is that bureaucrats have no idea what the next thing is going to be. They have no idea what to teach children. So why should they be involved with teaching children? I think I've made a very good point, Joodles. Please argue that point. I don't believe the state should be involved in building housing. I don't believe the state should be involved in teaching in schools. I don't believe the state should be involved in healthcare. I don't believe the state should do anything except fighting wars and maybe the police. That's me. I'm a libertarian. That's a good point. If the state didn't pay for education, when the madrasas would? Yes, well, they can go to madrasas. Madras, however you pronounce that. They can go to those things now. That's why we can't let them into the country. We can't let into the country people who are teaching their students to hate the state. Maybe you're right. Maybe actually that's the best point, Six Badges. That's the best point. Girl from Mars says, I've apologized for my dysfunction already. I am seeing oldies walk down the road with masks on. Why pretend to our old folk it matters? Because they're stupid. That's why they're wearing a mask. You can just tell them anything. They're stupid. Anybody wearing a mask is basically saying, I am stupid. I am stupid. Too stupid. Old people are stupid. Because we don't want the state involved in our health. The state lies. Okay, sorry about this. Oh my God, I'm worked up into a frenzy. I'm worked up. I've apologized for my okay. Why pretend to our old folks it matters? Already old and struggling to walk. Damn media. We don't need the state to own our media. The state owns 60% of our media at least, and gives money to the rest. A lot of those people. They gave all those money during COVID, so we couldn't discuss COVID and what a bunch of liars they are. I'm anti-state. But this country believes in it because it's a communist country. They're going to come knocking on my door. I can tell they're going to knock on my door. They're going to say, Lewis. They're going to say Lewis. And you guys are going to, what are you guys going to say? Say, he's kidding. He's one of the funniest comedians ever. I was laughing, howling at this. Everybody knows he's kidding. The state shouldn't be so involved in setting the curriculum at school. I agree, but the school is important. School is important for kids. Run by the state? We can run our own schools. People can run our own local schools. Or they can set up play groups, or they can set up creches or clubs or whatever. Not creches, that's for too young children. Okay, yes, Darklands, that's a good point. That's a really good point. 11:15. Oh my God, I've fallen behind on the stream. Fallen behind. The new child and the Education Act has effed any good that was left. Even private or church schools now have no freedom over the curriculum. Yeah, well, we have to let in nice people into the country, and then and then we got to let them do what they want to do. Lewis, have you any idea how the government works? Just because the bad apples have gotten into power doesn't mean you should tear it all down. You're not an anarchist, are you? I'm a libertarian. I don't believe the state should be providing the news. I don't believe the state should provide health care, and I don't believe the state should provide education. Is that anarchy? Then I'm an anarchist. I'm an anarchist then. No, I'm sorry. My message did not appear on your screen. I have live. I'm on live chat right now. Why didn't it appear? Well, please write it again, 6 badges, and I will read it. Beautiful Ava Rutherford is here, and she is beautiful. You are beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ava Rutherford, living up there in Scotland. The secondary school was good then, and after 4 years, things were a lot better. What does that mean? The secondary school was good, and then after 4 years, things were a lot better. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm a libertarian. That's what I am. Do you know of any libertarian? I'm a libertarian. Yes, I am a libertarian, basically. Mostly. We should head towards libertarianism and not towards government control. Because when you're at government control, what happens? You've got a labor Tory slash Tory police state government going on. The woke left have plenty of ridiculous ideas, says Vatanai. Even in private schools, it started to come in. When I was still working, yes, the woke left, the globalists, the team world people, the feminists. You know what? They don't know what they should teach kids. And even if they knew what to teach kids, by the time they taught them, it would be out of date. Let people learn themselves, teach themselves. I don't know. What are you saying, MC Scott? Let's go back online here. Hold on a second. Oh, how did this happen? It's a bit of a problem. Oh my God, I'm really far behind. Everybody, stop writing. Stop writing right now. Girl from Mars, Mr. Cuff says, exactly is what they've always had and always trusted. Why was the BBC called anti? Because they were lying to you, telling you that they cared about you. They're anti, and they're not. It's a lie. That's why they were called anti. Alfie is here. Hello, Lewis and everybody. Yeah, namby-pamby, la-di-da, hotty-totty, whatever. Yes, sir. No, sir. Stick it up your jacksy lefty spouting bollards to us. That's what they do with the state. Self-sufficient thinking helps. If you took care of yourself, you wouldn't need the NHS. If you stopped eating carbs and stopped drinking as much and stopped smoking, even those things, they can't help you. You wouldn't need it. You wouldn't need the NHS. It's like education. If you teach your kids, I wrote a book. You know the book I wrote about how to teach your kids to read. Are you telling me I would be a worse teacher than any of the teachers my kids had in the class of 30 horrible South London kids? No. 6 badges says, when they say come at your door, I will say the same thing that I said when they came for Katie Hopkins, which is arrest me. You want me to come down and see you? Arrest me now. Arrest me now and see if you can make your case, because I'm going to sue you afterwards. And maybe I will lose my court case, but I will cause you trouble. Darklands is right, Lewis. School is important. I'm not saying school is not it's not important. No, it's not important. It's teaching kids how to work in a factory. There are no more factories anymore. Once upon a time, there were factories. And now there are no factories. It teaches children that other people exist. No, it teaches people to follow orders, to listen to some leftist, woke, globalist, team world person who thinks they're better than you, who thinks you're a misogynist because you're a boy and you want to run around because you're a boy. You don't just want to sit in a little place like this. Woo! Okay. And they're not center of the universe. I want my kid to think he's the center of the universe. I want people to think that they should think they're the center of the universe. Basically, they shouldn't be beaten down by school, which is what school does. Basically, congratulations, students. You want your school to beat people down. That's what you just said right now. Judels has said that she wants kids to not think that they're special. And I say kids need to know that they're special. You should read the new Children's Well-Being in Schools bill. It's scary. I can't get involved in all of this. I got to make an opinion based on very little information, Kermit, but maybe I should. I should do this. The Independent Girls School Association tried to get girls' schools to stop calling their pupils girls. Yeah, what should they be called? Women? You women come over here. You women come over here. I doubt, this is what Gnome Hunter says, I doubt he will comprehend this idea of other people. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? I'm an antichrist. I'm a fire starter, twisted fire starter. Twisted fire started or star? Lewis Schaffer, yeah, I'm a fire starter. I'm not an anarchist. I'm a globalist. I'm not a globalist. What did I just say? I'm a libertarian. I'm a libertarian. If people want to go to school, they can go to school. I don't want the state. I don't want Keir Starmer in charge of my son's education. I've been to school and I've looked in the faces of these teachers while they're trying to lecture my son, and lecture me. And I just basically told them, and I looked at them, and because I know you can't teach me. I'm better educated than you. I'm better educated than these teachers, and they're gonna tell me. They're gonna tell me. My mother was a school teacher too. My mother was a school teacher. So there you go. What does that mean? Mark Therosian is here. Mark Therosian, hi all. I think school is important, but they don't teach kids the same things they need to know about life, the tax and the bills, etc. Yes, they don't. Of course they don't. They want everybody to be weak. They don't want us to be strong, to be able to fight the system. That's part of it. Very good point, Mark Therosian. Did they know did they know anything about AI? Did they know anything about computers back in the day? Did they know anything when cars were coming out? They did not know anything. So Mark Therosian, I agree with that point. Firestarter, okay, whatever. But thank you very much, Warmellian. I accept your thing here. Oh my God, we're 6 minutes behind. We're 6 minutes behind. With regards to my message not appearing on your screen, maybe I just didn't see it. I can't multitask, you know. Well, because we're men, we're told we can't multitask, except we've built the entire universe with our inventions and everything. But we're treated like SHI, whatever it is. White men have built everything. My daughter goes to a voluntary aided school, yet the Welsh government still have power over some parts of the curriculum. It's so wrong. Parents don't get consulted about what's being taught. Yeah. It's so parents, what does that mean? It's so wrong, period, Darklands? Or it's so wrong? It's like, are you saying like there are wrong parents? Lee is here. Hello, folks. Hello, Lee. And Cellaire is here. Let me just try to read as many of these comments as possible. It got dead boring, dead quick, because most of my mates are still in school, and I had nobody to hang out with of a daytime. Yeah, but yeah, there'll be other. Yeah, that's your parents' fault, basically. I tried to change the subject. I did hope you would smile. What do you change the subject to? What happened here? I walked into the kebab shop and should have worn wellies. I don't know what that meant. Smiggle77. What are you saying, Smiggles? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I bet you picked up other skills, Lee. Though people pick up other skills. They pick up other skills right now. Kids do not, especially boys, don't need to be in school the way they're taught now. They're taught like for girls. Everyone's at a desk learning things. You know, it's horrible. School is horrible. Now, maybe Judels loved it. Joodles loved it. Did you love school, Joodles? I think you did. But I think school is horrible. What's happening here? I think school is horrible for boys. What did I miss here? If I haven't read your thing, I got expelled at the beginning of my fifth and final high school year. Incurred the wrath of Mr. Brooks, the deputy head, with an episode of insolent truthfulness, and he kicked me out of school. Yeah, thank God you've been kicked out of school. The best people either dropped out or get kicked out. I think Lewis is having a moment this evening, but at least it's fun to listen to his schizo posting. Luigi has just come in, jumped on the table, and he is soaking wet. Flood risk weather down here. Am I Luigi? People used to call me Luigi when I was a kid. Where have your boys been schooled, Lewis? Have they turned out well? I think it's still too early to tell. How old are my boys? They're 20. One kid is 23. 23 and 25. 23 and 25. Have they turned out well? I mean, no. No, they should not. Kids shouldn't go to school until they're 7 years old. And even then they shouldn't go to state school. That's what I believe. I believe this so strongly. I believe it strongly. That my kid, the mother wanted to send my kid to school at 3 years old. F you. 3 years old. And she thought she was doing a good job. Let's take 3 years old. The loneliness, the horror of this. Horror. I wasn't giving you guys the finger. I wasn't giving you guys the finger. At least I hope I wasn't. I wasn't. Hold on a second. I tried to change. Okay, what did Girl from Morse say? And is Smiggle still here? David B is here. Lucy is here. Boys have always had to sit still at their desk, Lewis. What the hell are you talking about? They shouldn't have to sit still because they should not be schooled. Too many people are at school. Too many boys are at school. Maybe girls can go to school. Girls shouldn't go to school either because it plants ideas in your mind. I got put in isolation for laughing. Same with me. That happened to me. I don't even know if I told a joke. But people, they hated me, says Gnome Hunter. And another time saying that one of my mate's dads was in prison for spying on children. Laugh out loud. Fun times. Yes, it's fun times, but you're not going to be appreciated by the state. Chartel is here. Hello, where are you from, Chartel? Say hello, introduce yourself to everybody. David Bird says, Loio. What language is that? That's half Hebrew, something else. O'Neill, what is it? It basically says Loo. What is that what it means, David? My Hebrew is not the best. That's down to the government. Look what Mark Dickford did in Wales. What did Mark Dickford do in Wales? You want to come in and talk about your education?
No.
No? Okay. He went to the refrigerator. I'm strong. I'm not going to have a cookie. Thank you very much, but I'm not going to have a cookie. Which ones in chats are you giving the finger, Lewis? I'm not giving anyone in this chat. I'm talking to people who think they should send their children to school when they're 3 years old. I'm giving the finger to the schools who are educating children when they're 3 years old, and my ex-wife for thinking that she should send her kids to school at 3 years old. Everybody, all of you, all of those people. None of you. You're all lovely. I love each and every one of you. Blood pressure. I'm going to measure my blood pressure. Can you see that? Did you see me put the thing on? Okay. Blood pressure time. 171 is the high. 51 beats a minute. I'm screaming, and my heart rate is only 51 beats a minute. That's like amazing. That's like absolutely amazing. Okay. We're almost caught up on the stream. Here in France, parents send their kids to state schools from the age of 3. It seems to work because nobody criticizes the state. Yes, yes, that's really good, Six Badges. No one criticizes the state. I think it means you're a psychopath, Lewis. Who said I'm a psychopath? I might be. I think I am a psychopath. Maybe that's what makes it. I don't know. Does it make it? Does it make this true? I'm a psychopath. I'm against. I'm in favor of closing public education, eliminating it. I'm against kids going to public education when they're 3 years old. I'm against the state doing everything, really. Are you ready for no education and kitchen duties? Joodles. Joe was talking to Joodles. I'm just grateful Stephen N is on GB News. Yeah, they brought him back because he kept his mouth shut. He was quiet and he was very professional. I'm not that way. I'm sorry. I wish I were that way, but I'm not that way. I'm not here like giving a finger to, you know what I mean? I'm not a nice person. I'm sorry. I'm not nice. If you can be this animated and have a low heart rate, well, that's true. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. '53. This is what it is. Can you see what it is? Now you might say that that's very high. I mean, it might be high. Sometimes I take pills, and most of the time I don't. I don't. I try not to believe in pills. This is a nice, relaxed place to hang out. Thanks for accepting me into it. Thank you, Lee. Um, Thank you for accepting me into your online bosom, folks. I come in peace, but I like to laugh at all life's ridiculousness. Well, yeah, and I'm part of life's ridiculousness, and the school system is part of life's ridiculousness. Maybe the machine is no, maybe the machine is broken. No, it's not broken. No, it's not. It's high. Chartel says try standing blood pressure, Lewis. Why? You think it'll be higher or lower? Would it be higher or lower? I've never. Oh, I did that. What? Why? What do you think it could be lower? I'm actually against checking blood pressure. I'm against it because I don't believe that it could be altered. How do you check it? I'm afraid to stand up, Chartel, because I'm on the screen. I'll stand up. I'm standing up. Can you see me here? Can you see me here? Okay. Try standing on your head blood pressure. Okay. So Lee is here. Have you all liked the stream? Even if you're not liking it today, like the stream. Do me a favor. Forgive me for my thoughts and my evilness. I'm not like you. I'm not like you in America either. The difference is I'm speaking my mind. I'm going to have to be quiet and not say anything. Okay. Well, this is what my standing is. My heart rate is high. I'm going to measure it one more time. I know this is not that interesting. I apologize. You Janice is here. How are you? Okay, it didn't really measure it. Okay, so we get the idea. I'm standing up or something. We don't say goodbye. You don't need, if you leave, you don't need to say goodbye. That's one of the rules. The rules is we don't say goodbye. Gog, catch the mouse and plug it in. I'm plugging it in. Okay. So okay. I'm I wish someone could talk because I'm all excited. I'm really excited. I don't look that good. I'm not happy with this. Some teachers were good at trying to get you to pay more attention, whereas others failed miserably to pique your interest. Yes, that's also the problem is. There are good teachers and bad teachers, but let people pay for their own schools if they want to go to. Let the schools audition people, you know. I mean, also a case could be made for I mean, I don't know whether I believe this case could be made for local schools where people could only go to their local schools. But by letting kids have a choice of what school to go to, they're basically taking away the local authority. When people put posts about schools on Facebook, I say close down all schools. Why? Why, Vat9? Um, Relax. It's a bit high. Yeah, I know it's a bit high. I know it's a bit high. It's a bit high. I'm high. I mean, my blood pressure is high. It's a bit high. I'm a bit high. Can you hear me, everybody? Can you see me? So this has been one of our better shows, I think. Has it been a better shows? Have we finished talking about schools? Are we finished talking about schools? I think we have. I think we have. We can. Let's see what's going on. I've got it says 32 view. I don't know. Something has happened where it now registers the correct total of people who are watching. I don't even know how that happened, but it happened. After being some kind of mad teacher for 30 years, I've come to realize, apart from choir, it was a pile of crap. So do you disagree with me?
No, no.
Nine nights. Did you open up the cookies? Is that what they were? Muller. Okay. Okay, but that's very sugary. Yeah, Vatnai, it was bad. It was really bad. I'm gonna turn off something. 25 people like the stream. Let's see if we can get more to like the stream. Chartel, where are you from? Tell us where you're from. How old are you? How tall are you? And are you fat? I thought that you'd meant the top comment in the chat box was too high. Was too high. Could have been. Don't you don't have to tell him or her this stuff. Where is she from? Who is she? She could be Ghost FM. Did you ask Santa for a new mouse, Lewis? Is that where that one came from earlier? No, it's my old mouse. What do I have to do to turn off the sound? I'll tell you everything you need to know, but I don't need, most everybody knows all this stuff now, pretty much. I hope you do. I hope you do. Essex 48. What does that mean? You from Essex and you're 48 years old. Are you a male or female? I've still not posted my spare mouse terms. I will try to remember to do it tomorrow. Thank you. If you're sending it to me, oh my God, don't please, don't, please, please send it to me. Don't, please don't send it to me. Do, please. I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether I need it. I think it's something else that's going on. I was very mild mannered and attentive pre-puberty, and the teachers in my primary school often picked me to read stuff out at school, and I enjoyed it. And after puberty, I started to see that as a bit lame. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Testosterone is an education system. It makes us smarter. You think I haven't vetted the newbies? Some men can multitask, says Kermit. You have a cyberbury protecting you, Lewis. Don't worry about dissidents. Laugh out loud. Okay, Berea. Who is a Berea? What is a cyberburia? Cyberia. Uh, there's a bad bout of flu knocking about right now. No, there isn't. There is not a bad bout of flu. Anyway, something you are using to make the plugging in alert. In alert. Is the lead on your mouse breaking down? I mean, it might be. It might be. It's an old computer. I've got to go buy a new computer. Maybe I'll buy a new computer. A season in goal put me on the path to much improved behavior. So far from perfect, though, says MC Scott. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Oh, the Russian guy who's head of the Secret Service, the KGB. Is that who you're talking about? Okay, that's what I thought you meant. I need a new mouse. Probably need a new mouse, or probably need a new computer. I think it's the computer. It's a yeah. This is what the computer looks like. This is what the can you see the computer right here? Can you see? Well, I mean, it looks all right. It just is. It's 13 years old. I think that's bad. Really, my mom was obviously lying then about this flu. No, she believed she had the flu, but she didn't have the flu. She had an inflammation causes irritation, causes inflammation, causes sickness. It's not a flu. There is no such thing as the flu. Unfortunately, the caveat to this nice hangout spot is that Lewis believes in unconventional beliefs, frankly, the wrong ones. Well, you could disagree with me. You could say, I listen to Lewis Schaffer. That doesn't mean that I agree with all of those things, but I think he's wrong. Women are horrible, Lee, and we all lie. I think everybody lies, but I think women are horrible. You're not horrible, Joe. You're delicious, but you're very scary and very dangerous. I know you say you're not, but you are. Hey, my dad's family spoke Russian when they arrived in the UK. They were Finnish, but they lived near the border, and St. Petersburg was the nearest city to them. Yes, a lot of Finland was taken over by the Russians. With reference to the schools on Facebook, I say close down schools because it shocks people who know me as a teacher. Do you really believe that? Do you agree with me? Does anybody here agree with me? Lewis, you missed the orgy talk. Never. Did I miss the. Where was this? How did I miss the orgy talk? How did I miss the orgy talk? I haven't heard much about the pics and the jutes recently. Well, yeah, I guess I gotta state it over and over again. That's the thing about being an international TV and film celebrity, recently seen punditing on GB News, is that you have to constantly repeat yourself over and over again. I mean, you could send me a message on Twitter about this. You could send me a message. Sadly, I could have moved the conversation in an interesting direction. Almost typed rection. Almost typed direction. Almost typed rection. Yeah, we could have talked about it. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Anyway, we're running out of time right now. We've run out of time. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. It's moving the mouse around. It's literally decaying away. He uses an actually dead mouse. It can be very annoying. I know it can be annoying. Thank you, Kermit. I want to thank everybody who's here tonight. I want to thank everybody. I'm going to tell you who the top person is. Alex is 28. We're up to 33 viewers, so that's really good for a late show. Julian, oh, I can't even read this here. Something is going wrong with my machine. Refresh chat, top fans. I don't know why. I'm going to have to guess what the names are. Okay, well, I'm going to thank everybody here. And if I've left you a name out, say, hey, what about me? Alex is 28, then Julie, and then Lucy coming in. She came in late. Dave, Toby, and Fresh Coconut, and John Van Dam, and Alfie Cap. Thank you guys for coming in here. Thank you for listening to me. I hope I've been all right. David B. and Girl from Mars, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Girl from Mars. Lee, the Jedster, Chart, what is your name? Avril is here. Warmellian highlights. Smigley. Is that who's has a picture of a cat? Darklands, Caroline, Hugh, Joe, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Joe, Vatanai, MC. Good to see you, 6B. And now these are the top people in today's chat. I don't know who this is. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Mr. Cuff was here. It's not saying who these people are. Who are these people? They maybe they were. Did you block some people? The top person's name was McCuff. So thank you, McCuff, for being our top person. Thank you, Joodles, for being here. Thank you, every one of you people, for being here. Thank you, Alex. I didn't mention you. If I don't mention you, just say, hey, what about me? What am I, chopped liver? You, Janice? Great, 6 badges. Thank you. Kermit, great job. Lee, thank you for joining us here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Thank you for putting up with me. I don't think I was that likable. Me saying that school is horrible. Chartel, thank you. Seller and Ordax, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Vatanai. Did I say thank you to you, Vatanai? Thank you. All right, if I haven't mentioned you a name, just write Vatanai right on the bottom. Caroline Cooper, I think I said that. I'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. This is the best show so far. See you tomorrow. Up the bar. Yeah, we'll up the bar. I don't know, was it the best show ever? I spoke out. I mean, what I believe is insane. In a free country, I should be allowed to say this. I should be allowed to say I'm against the school system, I'm against the NHS, I'm against the BBC. I'm in favor of the government doing as little as possible. I'm against the police arresting people for what they say. I'm going to finish watching Anthony Hopkins and Mel Gibson in The Bounty. Maybe not as good as Brando and Howard, but still a good film. Okay, good to see you. Watch that there. I am not horrible, Lewis. I am really upset now. Girl from Mars, you are not horrible. You are delightful. You are delightful. You're still horrible. You are delightful. You're beautiful. I love you. I love you. I love you. Same thing for Joe. She's not horrible. She's horrible. She's not horrible. You're not horrible. You're lovely. You're so lovely. I would never dream of even thinking you're horrible, let alone saying it. I would never dream of that. Mr. Cuff, yeah, Mr. Cuff, 6 badges. Who are 1, 2, and 3? What are those people doing there? Officially not saying goodnight. I am saying goodnight right now. Night chums, thank you, Joodles. I say goodnight to you. I say goodnight to you. I say goodnight. You're not horrible. Give Doris a hug from us. You're not horrible. Joe is not horrible. Joodles is not horrible. I would never, ever call a woman horrible. It's horrible. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I am off to sob in my pillow. Oh, I'm so sad. Gnome Hunter is number 1. Joodles was number 2. And Seller and Ordex number 3. Okay, my little thing here is too small. But thank you very much. MC Scott, I love you. You're not horrible. You're horrible. You're not horrible. You're all lovely. You're all lovely to put up with me and my ranting and raving. I'll see you tomorrow at 5. I think we've had, if you can remember, I don't think we discussed it, but, keep the stream alive. Maybe make a contribution. Like the stream. maybe subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That'd be great to do. Look at we're very delayed on this thing here. I don't know why this computer is quite delayed. Maybe it's my computer. Go to Ko-fi, ko-fi, and make a contribution. It means a lot to me. I know I don't make. I know you think that I'm a rich guy, and I am a rich guy. I'm super super rich. You see my kitchen here. I'm super rich. Yes, super super rich. Super rich. We've had 32, 34. We've had a lot of people. A lot of people here. A lot of people here. Hold on a second. That's not right. Um, I don't know what's going on with my computer, with my thing here. But I think this has been a good show. The kids are watching porn in bed, taking all the internet, maybe. No, no. Yes, probably they are. I mean, that's what they are. This is the world we live in. Am I against that? Should the state come in and like knock on people's door and say your kid, we want to check to see what your kids are watching? Should they check what we're watching? This has been the best show ever. It's been the best show ever, and you've made it the best. You have made it the best. Thank you, Mr. Cuff. All of you guys. Thank you, Kermit. Patreon, Discord, go to Twitter. Go to Twitter. Make sure we're on Twitter. Make sure you sign up. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, Kermit. Kermit. Thank you very much. And thank you, Jules, too. The mouse is chewing the internet cable, says no. That's a possibility. Okay, we're going to see you later. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 p.m.